Hi guys, welcome again to Game Rant. Today's subject is tutorials. Game tutorials comes in many shapes and forms, text, talking, or playthrough. It could be pretty annoying to most of us who goes through it or not 5-year-old children and needs to be hella handed through games. If you played games before this one through the series, it might get tedious. Like if you're playing Call of Duty 3, and you already play 1 and 2, and basically it's the same mechanics. Most game systems are starting to have the same mechanics, and shooting, triggers, equipment, hold up weapons are starting to become tedious. If you play one shooting game, you play the rest. And Resident Evil has started to do the same thing, but it's starting to skip the tutorials. Most horror games do it. Destroy you into the water. Dead Space kind of helps you, but usually gives you just tutorials on new weapons. Some tutorials are most annoying if you're playing puzzle games, mobile games, which takes you a good minute to go through it. Or the first few levels, or the tutorial, like in Farm Hero Saga, Candy Crush, which is some of my favorite games. Diamond Digger Saga, which is very fun. Puzzles and Dragons is another one. The new Pokemon Go Shuffle is another one, which was a little slow through the tutorial, which is a fun game, even if you go through the paperwork. Most of the Facebook games have the long tutorials, which you can't really skip sometimes. Or some places, like Brave Frontier, give you a little extra if you go through the tutorial. Like extra gems, or your first free Super Summon, which most people don't do. You just want to get right into the bulk of the game. Some tutorials come as bosses. Your first boss, the undefeatable boss, which is the boss of the rest of the game, where you meet the antagonist at the beginning of the game that kicks your ass. I found this in the game I was playing last. I forgot the name of the RPG, but I remember one that was like Enhanced Arms did it, where you met the Supreme Goddess. It beat your butt on the first chapter of the game, or it could be the prologue of the game where it shows you the tutorial and it throws you into the boss. Or like Dragon Age, which throws you into the first battle, and try to teach you what to do, how to use weapons, how to use magic. It just becomes more tedious, and this part of the game most people don't like or ignore or try to skip if you already been through it. If you try to make multiple characters, you have to go over through it again and again, multiple accounts. They'll give you a little bit of a boost or advantage, which I don't do. Well, I did it once, which it was Rampage of the Behemoth, where I created a whole guild of people that was just me. Well, not saying cheating is writing video games, but other tutorials come knowing like one that's in every Pokemon game to teach you how to catch Pokemon. It's not really teaching you, because you don't always weaken the Pokemon. And it's some random guy that pops up in the grass like, hey, come over here, I want to teach you something. Which is pretty funny. We all used it, especially in Blue, where we learned the secret trick to get 100 Pokemon over 100. Missing no, missing most. Infamous glitch in all video games. According to me, because I thought it was cool. That Alakazam over 100 and Rhyhorn and all that. Well, that's the most annoying things to me. Well, some will become funny, like How to Survive took a different takes on the tutorial. It came as funny little booklets that made fun of your survival skills and How to Survive, which is the name of the game. It comes with funny little tricks and what happened. Like, don't eat too many fruits. You might need to find a place to use the bathroom. And using the bathroom in the wilderness and in the wilderness and the zombie apocalypse is not a good idea. Well, some could be helpful, some could be funny, most are tedious. We all have to deal with it. It's part of the game, part of all games. So I hope you enjoyed my game rant. If you agree, have comments, examples, please comment on the game below. And if you like and subscribe and enjoy more game rants. I have another one on boss battles. And more to come, like pay for play video games. That's part of the mobile sector of video games these days. Even going into consoles, because consoles are starting to adapt to mobile gaming centric. Because most of them are starting to get popular, like Five Nights at Freddy's. Different things about Pokemon, which is one of my favorite games. Turn-based RPGs versus live-action RPGs. A lot more game rants to come. And more this get popular, the more I do and start a schedule. So I'll see you in the next video. Enjoy.